Well, hello, hello, hello. I believe this is working. Gorilla stream out of nowhere. We're going to upgrade the oil refinery a bit today. Make sure everything on my end is going good as people are popping it. But let's just get to work. First off, I got to make it so my chat, so I can actually see what the heck you guys are writing. There we go, zooming in. Now I can actually see what you guys are writing. Glorious. Also, let me know how the desktop audio versus my voice sounds, because in the videos I always change the audio levels, and I obviously haven't done that for the stream. So therefore, the game might be a little too loud, but I can always just turn that down with the options menu for the stream. But today, our plans are we are going to do as much work as possible to the oil refinery. And we're Hungary. Well, hello from Hungary. It is evening here in Canada. And good to hear from you from the other side of the world. So, this, in the last episode, we got this all working. We've got the drill here doing its stuff, making me some oil sands, which is then being piped over here into the bin extractor, making the fuel oil, which is then coming up here to be refined into actual, like, no wait, it's whatever it is. It's coming up here, it's being refined some more, and it's coming down here, and then being stuck in here to make gasoline, and then into here for gasoline tank. So these are filling up quite nicely, and actually is, considering the fact that we only have one setup, like we're already 8.6 full, and that's 8.6 out of all of these large tanks, is pretty decent. What time zone? West Coast Canada. So what we're going to do today is we are going to finish up this design, this scuttler. We don't need to worry about that. Other thing I should probably do is go get the Warthog and bring it over here so that if I need to, I can emergency sortie and take out an assert if it spawns. But we just need a bunch of beautification. Obviously, this is essentially the shell. What I'd like to do is put in a bunch of greebling. We're gonna do some fences around the outside here, make this look like it's a nice caged off area, so that you shouldn't be going there because it's explosion gas tanks. Maybe we can use that hazard armor, which I don't know. How does this armor look on stuff? It really doesn't apply to the tanks. Ah, damn. That's annoying. Just stay with battered armor, though. You know a creator called Mad Mavin? I do not know. I only know very, very few other YouTube, like Space Engineers YouTubers, you know, besides sort of the big ones, as you could say. Can I do this all the way around these? So it's like caution explosions. I wonder if that would actually look good. I mean, obviously not the tank being yellow. That was a mistake. But I could get the rest of it from underneath here. Fill in that color. I like the idea of having like a thing on the bottom of it, though, because it sort of like denotes the area as like caution area. I don't know. We're gonna play with it. It's back to regular normal color. But anyway, I'm going to. We still have a bunch of stuff here, right? think I still have a bunch of steel plates. Yes, I have over 1,800 steel plate. So, one thing I want to do is I don't typically do this with my designs because it's like flair. It's really just for making things look good. I want to start doing stuff like putting in exhausts and making things cool looking. So like, for example, in this room, we're going to have these gasoline refineries. Then on the roof for each gasoline refinery, I want to have an exhaust pipe coming off of the top of the roof. And then I want to have some armor or something around that exhaust pipe to make it look good, and then we'll have some smoke billowing out of here. So we'll have like 5... ooh, I could make it taller. So instead of the exhaust pipe right there, I can bring this up and do like a smokestack out of it. But I think that is, yeah, more than tall enough for this room. Just lay out this pipe, and right here is over top of the gasoline refinery. So then we'll go up, say, 3 blocks. And then we'll put an exhaust. And then I want to say that we'll do on the outside of there some various other armor shapes. Like some half slabs or something. We go base up like that, and then go into half peak. Like that? We'll see what that looks like. Because then I can use the where's the super thin small, it's in this set. Here we go. That, and then that, and just have this like have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way along there, 5 smokestacks. Use columns and concrete texture. Oh, what does that look like? Columns. I need aluminum for it, but let's see. I want to see what that looks like. Just pop on creative for a second. Columns in concrete. Probably the wrong color for concrete too. Something like that. Doesn't look too bad. Now this is, you know, this is going to be annoying for me because I normally don't do this kind of build because I'm not a I'm not a make things look good player. I'm a make things functional and then leave them ugly as sin type player. So if I did that, dark gray probably the best, or reddish old style brick. Yeah, there was another thing. I'll just spawn that in real quick here. So I based this off of where is it here? Based this off of somebody else's design, industrial compound, and I took their industrial compound and then I repurposed it and reshuffled where the buildings were. So this is what they had originally. Let me find the industrial compound here. This is their original one. Is this by Black Armor, I believe? Yeah, Black Armor did it. So he originally had gas tanks on the roof. He had this same sort of archway drive up. He had a little bit of like the... I can't remember what these are called, where you're like underneath the vehicle so you can service it. But what I did is I took some of those, like for example, this part of the building, I rotated it, I got rid of the control tower, and I made it into this, which is my refinery building. So I modified his building in order to work for me, which is nice. So I really liked on how what he did here, where he had these like I pressed the wrong buttons. I want my lights. There we go. He had just slightly different shades, and he just put them so it looks like it's like a brick wall or something. It's so nice. And I want to see if I can repeat that. On that just very dark aesthetic. The one building or two buildings had the brick aesthetic. And then I can build a better I feel like I can build a better control tower, but that would be for like the airport eventually when I make it. So I'll leave those in there as reference, and then we'll get back to making this pretty. There we go. Buy creative tools. First off, you can see here what I've done is I've actually vastly widened this room. I thought it was going to be much smaller and tighter than before, and then I widened this room out so that it would have a lot more space, and if needed I can put in even more gasoline refineries, which I don't think I will. But in this end here, I'm going to just put this back to the normal armor. I think this is our center line. Come up on the center line. Or I want to have like 2 windows here. Something like 2 wide. Like that. Windows. Or 1 big central window. Oh, and also all those are not squares. Those are the light armor interior corners. God damn it. I think just 1 central window. I do want to have like this section here blocked off, because I don't really want to be able to see the gasoline refineries from outside. So then clean up all this stuff. And also several things will occur during this stream, such as what I'm just about to do, which is go get my dog from outside because she's barking. So I got a nice 3x3 space there for a window. Yes. It is the story of my life these days, which is my dog Sasha interrupting everything I do, which you don't see in my videos because I edit around it. But she's barking. I must go get her. I'll be right back. It was we had a sun shower just now, so it's a nice evening, but just rained a little bit, and she's just like, wait a second, I don't want to be outside in the rain. please. Save me. Yeah, we do have the round windows. Can I make something out of that? Could I put something down here? Let me just place a block just for... And then it would have, like, round windows sticking out? No, I don't think how that... I don't like how that looks. I think just a standard window. Because we can get a... do we have a 3x3? Yeah, we have a nice 3x3. We can just stick the 3x3 window in there. And we can have something out here so it can sit forward. So it's not sitting back into the space. Alright, I need some girders. I'll place this down. And also, while I'm over there, I need to get more hydrogen. Flying through the air for the greatest of ease. Just grab 100 of them or so. And refuel at the hydrogen base. Whoa. Excellent. Yeah. Oh, I probably should grab some aluminum too. Yeah, we'll get back to that. I am doing absolutely wonderful today. So Black Armor does this cool thing where he's got the walls there. Then he has like unbuilt solar panels. I don't really like that part of it, but I do like how he framed his windows. So I'm kind of feeling like I should want to do something similar here, where I want to do like a light slope like that. I need some steel plate back. Like light slope on the bottom like that gives you a nice windowsill. Then the 3x3 window can come to the front, making that nice and flat. And then you can have the slope tipped out at the top, so you've got like windowsill and then window like overhang. And then down the sides here, probably what do I want to do here? These little half blocks. Because I could essentially frame in the window around it like that with armor, and then stick this thing here. Yes, I want to try to use the corrugated metal skin on some of this stuff. Then there's the really small one. I think it's in this set. Oh, where is it? Not the panels. There's one that's like the tiniest little corner, isn't there? Well, this could work. That gives more of like a nice overhang to it. Nice greeble. Oh, wait, no, this is the block I was thinking of. This little bad boy. Tiny little thing there. But I wonder, do I want to have the little bit larger of the overhang? Or do I want to have the nice tight overhang? Like that. I'm kind of feeling for the larger one. Let's catch up on some of this chat here. I used to run a dedicated server for my friends with Mod Simulator 2 and inspired from your series. Oh, wonderful. And stopped playing before Warfare 2 and started to, again, should I bother updating the current SE or try to run it off the Heavy Industries update? Well, I mean, the current stuff is looking good. I like it. I think the larger looks better. Yeah, I do too. And now what I can do is I can take you and I can go park you over. Come on, parking release. There we go. Let's go. And I can park you here in your zone. Start working on it. And of course, all this is going to get repainted at the end, but today is mostly just like the walls and greebling and stuff like that. Yeah, Discord conversation about gases bypassing the thing, so I don't need this. Which, oh well. I mean, I've already built it, so I might as well keep it. At least it allows me to, if there's anything that somehow gets into the this side, like I can deposit through the gasoline tanks if I want to. Oh, but I want to. Where is it? Isn't it a thing? Can't I get piston heads? Yes, piston top parts. I want to cap these off with piston top parts because I think that looks really good. So you don't have these conveyor parts there. It's just the piston. Yeah, that looks good. Put that on all these things. Because these don't need to be connected up to anything. Do all points on top. That one is done. It feels so weird not shooting at Splitsy right now. You know what I mean? I was so many months, like it's like 5 months I think it was, that we were doing wrong way up, and it feels weird to not shoot at him for a day. Now, this window is nice, but we need some sort of other greebling along here. Do I have any large steel tubes in here? I do! So these will actually build up. Nice. Let me reposition this so I can get those piston top parts being built. I'd like to do another collab with Blitzy and Capac. We have to figure out what would be a good thing to do it. They're currently doing their, like, scavenger survival thing, and I think that's great, but like they probably want to just do that themselves. I'm minus 20 here. This one there, I'll push it over. I'll go to 30 on that one. I'll cover that entire area. Perfect. Yeah, the build and repair little buggy here is going to make my life so much easier. Now, I think I want to start thinking about the roof here. I'm thinking railings around the outside. Which I need construction quotes for. Which I should have a bunch. I got 70 of them at least. Won't be enough to build these things, but enough to place it at least. And then, oh, I could do like strapping. Like, this is a thing that I tend to do on my vehicles, where I will have a component, and then I will sort of strap the outside of it. Like, it's got like a armor block wrapping around it. As you can see that right here. But what I'm thinking is what we can do is, we have this space here, which is, this is occupied, but 1, 2, 3 to the corner. Then we can do this here in the middle, and we can put in half block going up and down. I'm not sure if I want to do that yet, Mr. Fixer-Upper. So hold for a second. Don't waste my steel plate. And then coming down, and then here? Yeah, here we will pop out to full block, and then we can go full block down into the ground. So that sort of gives it like a, like it's standing on like legs kind of feeling. Make it morning again. So let's see what that looks like on this side as well. So it would be here, and here, and of course I'd put one down there so it's actually touching the ground. And then this would be filled in, I want to say. If not some form of, like, we could taper this in somehow from those blocks down, whichever blocks I need to do that with. Full block down to corner. Yeah, taper it in somehow. But for now, take this up. Like that. So we've got those as sort of greeble outs. And then they can be like a different color and stuff like that. And I'm going to get rid of you, because you are not required to run this grid anymore. We have power elsewhere on this grid. And we're now in the way as I'm working here. And I have no idea if this is actually where I want to have this entrance, the door right here. Because I'm thinking, do I want to have it there? We have the, oh right, we should do this now. We can see the plan over here is you have these arches coming across, and there's lights in the center. I really like that. So this is like the 1x2s facing each other in order to arch our way up, and then we can arch our way down again on the other side, and then use interior columns or pillars or whatever we want to do to finish it off. So I really like that. I want to do that. So it's going to be how far down? 2 down from the top? 1 down from the top. That way, and rotate around, rotate back. And then the center is there. and then a light, spotlight pointing downwards. To illuminate the space. And then start heading down on the other side. Because I made this space here tighter than here. This is actually a much wider parking garage area, right? Yeah, much wider parking garage area than this. So I'm gonna have the one spot for the light to be there. Ah, what's up? Instead of spotlights? What could I put there? I mean, I could just put normal lights, I guess. Oh, turreted spotlights. That's an interesting concept. I'm thinking like I can make like a little bit of a pillar out of this. Have that go higher. That just works. That arch. Light panels. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that would work. Let's see how much light that actually makes. Let's just quickly let's pop into creative. Let's get rid of that. Put in a block. Put in a light panel. Make it nighttime. Turn off my lights, and then that's the only light panel on this grid. So let's crank it full max settings. Radius. Oh! Ooh, that's nice! That just gives a nice soft light for the entire area, where a spot is probably going to have like a that harshness to it. You know what I mean? It's going to be like conk. Yeah, it's only the tiny little area. Light panels is such a good idea, man. You are a smart cookie. Make it morning again. There we go. Yeah. That is excellent. I already got them on my bar. And they just take a few steel plates and some light bulbs and stuff. So now the idea is we can then copy this entire thing all along here, so all these things will be arches. So that, starting there. Now just the long, arduous process of clicking out all of these arches. Which would be something, if I was doing this in the episode, I would remove. Because you wouldn't want to watch that. Because it would just be me clicking and doing all that kind of stuff for a very long time. And at 42%. But, in a stream, it works. Because I can just blabber, and we can continue building. That. Center block. And we're going down now. I would project it, but this is something that's like honestly such a simple build, it's kind of not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, if this was a very complicated design, I would project it out and then just let the projection build. But since this is just like, it's just armor blocks, I don't feel like it's necessary. You know what I mean? I just gotta flip some armor around and get her done. New armor blocks been put into industrial overhaul. I mean, yeah, the heavy armor blocks are using armored plate, so they are. I do not have a donate button because I do not want your money. That's the simplest answer to it. So you're never going to have a donate button from me. I just like the fact that people enjoy hanging out while I play video games. Makes me feel like I have more friends than I actually do. I'm gonna need more hydrogen in a moment. Yep, down to 11%. Back for more hydrogen. Should make another bottle. Wait, what do we need to make another bottle? I like to carry about 3 or 4 bottles if I'm going to be just doing building all day. Go over to my moored discovery here. Can you build me another bottle? Probably be in the assembler. You can. Make me like 3 extra bottles. Figure out the floating with the water mod. So, yes, as in all of my stuff doesn't float. And that's essentially it. It is very annoying, but that is the case. All my stuff will not float because it is broken. And the industrial overhaul upgrades to that stuff, like, you know, like the flotation blocks. What is it? Oh, he's probably removed them by now. Wait, are they removed? Do they even exist anymore in my ship? Yeah, these things, these flotation blocks. Let me just teleport myself down here real quick. These flotation cells, semi-obsolete with water, provides little buoyancy compared to properly designed hull. So, if I undocked my boat here, this entire thing would sink because no more water, like no more flotation from it. Which makes me sad. I'm gonna have to actually build like a proper boat with a proper hull. But it'll be cool eventually when I do build that, because I can build it like compartmentalized and pressurized, and like I can build it like the Titanic with like doors between each section, and you know, nothing bad happened to that boat. So everything on my boat will be fine. I don't I can't remember if tanks float or sink. I don't think they float that much anymore because they, like, the fuller they get, they, like, have weight to them or something like that. Now, I don't know. Essentially, just, no. It does. The old way of making a boats does not work anymore. Which, I mean, it's kind of cool because we're getting into, like, this cool new physics and such. But part of me is just like, I wish that we could have kept the gamey version of it because it was way easier to build. Like, oh, all I need to do is just have this X amount of flotation blocks somewhere in my boat that then make my boat float. I don't need to worry about proper mechanics to it. I'm like, I'm playing a game. I don't want to think about real world mechanics. But then I'm the one that goes and says we should add aerodynamics to the game and stuff like that. Right, archways. Now, light panels. That, I don't know what place. Place it, damn it. There we go. Oh, dude. That's going to look so good when it's all welded up. I think I'll change this last block here. I think somebody was saying you can make these last blocks at 45. Yeah, that works way better. Or I bet even we can make them a the 22.5, but going this way. Let's see. I think I like them as 45 better. Yep, that's better. Are your building rotation buttons default, as far as I know? I mean, I've just used the normal ones. Light orange light would look good. Give it an industrial look. Ooh, yes. Need some caution and warning stuff. That is for sure. I think that looks good. Right. So on my thing over here, we had various greebles and other stuff, and then we had a door, like one of the gates. I want to use those gates. I really, really love the frostbite gates. It's like one of my favorite doors in the entire game. Frostbite add-on pack gate. Oh, so good. Look how big it is. Oh, I love it. Okay, so that is going here, as well as right here. Do I want to cut away at that? Or do I want to put one more in? There, there. We'll put it right here.
Inventory full.
Ah, no, don't inventory full me. It's not nice. It's because I'm carrying so much tanks right now.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Scrap! There's scrap on the ground. There we go. So now, that should chunk in right there. It's not... So perfectly centered to that wall would be the thing over top of this pillar. But I actually like it somewhat a little bit off-center here. So that's centered going that way, and this thing is slightly off-centered to the left. And I really like that, actually. And then on this wall, we'll bulk this up above here. Close that off. And I think this wall is just going to be... What, did we put 3x3s? No, I don't think we want super big windows there. You're OCD! Ah, no! It's off center. Deal with it. Change the blocks above the gate to half slabs. I'm just wondering where I want to put a window on this side. Or even if I do. Yes, I will. That's the next thing, is after I fix up and make the refinery look a little bit better and sort of like finish its structure, is to put bunkers around here. Like, we're only 45 minutes into the stream, dude. We got lots of work to do. I'm thinking I close this in, or I make it like a nice tall vertical window or something like that. Window above the door, 2x3. That could work. Come into here, you've got that one there. And then like maybe tall, maybe high windows, just 2x3 windows all along here. So we've got a little bit of wall space inside. Oh, he's still late. To there we go. Because I want to put like stuff in here, you know, like I want to put a medical bay, and I'd like to put a so in case I need to respawn here, I'd like to put some access cargo and some other stuff. So then I could have maybe 2x3 all the way along, or do I want just like little sliver windows? Oh, I don't think there's going to be a skylight on this. It's going to be like, we're going to make the top of it look very industrial, I think. So, not 100% sure.
Full. Inventory full.
Glass dome roof. Hey, glass dome stuff is going to be for when I make a greenhouse. I'm going to do, because eventually I'm going to have to offload all of the capabilities from the Discovery, because my plan for this boat is I need to offload all of this production from it somehow, because there's just too much weight here. So then get all that weight out of the bottom of the boat, section this all off to make it a nice pressurized boat, and then just make it an exploration, maybe light cargo and light combat frigate. And then part of that will be getting the hydroponics out of here. This is my only food source right now. And then somewhere on here, building a glass-covered, domed greenhouse, which will have all of my food stuff in it. Convert the Discovery to a carrier? Oh, it's too small for that. Way too small. The Discovery is tiny comparatively to what carrier needs to be. Especially if I actually want to land my boats on, like land my ships on it. This wall is going to be essentially solid, I feel. It's not going to be any windows here, right? What did I do? What did Black Armor do over here? Oh, we had the little vent windows. Ooh. He did. Just little windows. He also had, didn't he have his blocks of one more away than I do? Was that like two blocks? Do I have that? I'm tighter. I'm one block closer. Damn. Little 2x3 vents here. Thermal exhausts. Those trusses should be beam blocks. Oh, they should. God damn. After I built them. Wait, do they have the 2x1? Yeah, they do. Beam block. Oh, yeah. Beam blocks across there. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Ba-ba-ba, 2x1 base, there it is. And there's the 2x1 tip. Ooh, this might look better. I'm not sure. Does that? Oh, shit. That might look much better. If I install helicopter rotor mod, yes, I could make the Discovery into like a helicopter carrier. I could take that cargo port out of the back and like just fly over to Discovery real quick. I could take this divot and connector off. Oh god, the you are loose. Never mind. Oh, that's alright. And I could make that into a helicopter spot. That's possible. And that is totally correct. That's correct. That looks better. Fuck. Okay. Like, that is even... Oh, do I do that on stream even? Like, that's just something that's just redundant now. Yes, I can make that better. Okay, we'll move on. So to get to heat vents here... Because what was that? That was the vertical window panels that he was using over there. They take aluminum. Oh, I'm almost out of power. I'll go... Okay, I'll drop off what I have, and I'll go get some aluminum and recharge. Splitsy's the man who made me who I am today. I began my YouTube career watching Splitsy and going, cool, I can make YouTube videos like that. Pretty much. Or at least I can make space engineers videos like that. There's that and charge them. Good discovery. How did I feel when Splitsy invited me to be on his, like, to be as a merc? God. Like I've made it, you know what I mean? I'm just like... the person I respect in this zone, you know, space engineering, wants to work with me. And then I was just like, oh, I've done it. I've succeeded at life. Yeah, I actually really like the look of these This way that Black Armor did this with these windows. Like, if you look from a distance, they aren't obviously your big glass windows, but when you get close, you've got that detail to it. I like it. I'm going to go with it. So they say mimicry is like a form of flattery. I don't have any steel plate on me, that's the problem. Yep. Yeah, these things. Yeah, don't we have those? Which the conveyor. These things. Reinforced curved tubes. Yeah, and then that would cover them off. Oh, there's going to be smokestacks. There's going to be at least one, if not 5s. There's going to be one big one coming out of this building, or 4 little ones coming out of this building over top of each of these gasoline refineries. Yes. There will be smokestacks. And then we want he's just got a little bit, like one of these back here for covering these, and I like that. Cap it off with the, oh my god, I can't, because this thing they're covering up for each other. Ah, no. Okay. Ooh, I know what I can do. I can catwalks. Catwalks in that space, which I need construction components for. Give me bonus. There we go. Should I do catwalks up the walls? Or should I just leave it? Oh, and I can't even do anything because the piston top part is occupying that space. The Discovery currently runs on hydrogen, because that's what I had available to me when I built her. So we've got the large hydrogen tank, and then we've got this block of hydrogen engines at the front of it that keeps it going. And they have this battery bank. That, I like that. Oh yeah, I could definitely, like, my plan for the Discovery is to eventually rip the entire guts of it out and then switch it over to fuel, or switch it over to something else, even possibly a nuclear, once I can get to the North Pole and take out that base there, so that I can, like, not have such issues with it. Yeah, is the game too loud right now? Because I normally edit it to be quieter, but I can turn it down. It's just, might be ear pain. My oil pumps need an exhaust flame. Yeah, I should totally redesign those oil pumps to make them look good. Music is a bit loud. Alright, we'll go in here and we'll lower the music down. There we go. What do I need? Steel plate to get those working. There. reinforced conveyor things. So that is the right orientation. Oh, and it just disappears into the wall. Oh, that makes builds so much cleaner. That's a great thing. Do you prefer Industrial Overhaul or Vanilla, or do you think they're too different to compare? At this point, they're probably too... No, that was the wrong button. I wanted to go into Spectator. They're probably too different to compare. But I like some of the concepts that Industrial Overhaul brings into the game. Like, I really enjoy the fact that to build certain things, you need other things. Like, let me just teleport myself back over to production here. Bloop. There we go, we're here. Production. Assembler. To make a motor, you need an electromagnet, a large steel tube, and a copper wire. In my brain, that makes sense. A motor is essentially an electromagnetic thing in a tube with some other bits and pieces. That's correct. That's what a motor is in the real world. I like that. But it starts getting a little ridiculous when you have this giant list of production to make that said thing. Like, having all these, like, having a plate stamp, having a wire drawer, having an extruder. I don't really like that, because it's just, like, fluff. You know what I mean? If it was just, like, in-depth crafting where you need to craft 15 different stuff, that'd be kind of cool. But, I don't know. It's different. Yes, resources big and far apart. I think Space Engineers is a really good logistics game when it can be. You set up, like, driving rovers around and flying cargo and doing that kind of stuff. I especially like this map for it, for, like, this planet of Agarus, where, like, the only platinum in the entirety of the map is here in this ocean. That's it. On the bottom of the ocean right there, that's platinum. That's the only place you can get it in the entirety of the map. Oh, you want uranium? North Pole, only place. I love that, because then you can say, like, oh, well, if I want to have my whatever functioning properly, I'm going to have to essentially be a globetrotter to get all of it. Alright, I want to seal off this roof. Now, I need a way to make something look like ducts, like a the outside of a vent. How do I do that? Like, you know how on various roofs they have what'll be like the outflow for their AC unit and stuff like that? Ducts, like the CT at the end of it. HVAC stuff, yeah. And I want to put some of that up here. So I'm thinking that's going to be these vertical windows again, maybe? Maybe graded catwalks. But they're definitely going to be curved armor. It's going to be like curved armor and then catwalks or something on the side of it, to make it look like it's like HVAC stuff. People suggested using inventory scripts to fix the issue of products being stuck in their production blocks. Yeah, I should probably do that. I'm just dumb sometimes, and I don't really pay attention to comments in my videos. So if you ever leave me a comment, I will most likely never read it because I just don't have the time. And I'd much rather interact like this, back and forth. Have the convo. I'm thinking something like that, although that looks kind of silly. Gotta try different combinations of this. Air vents? 2. I mean, I could put air vents up top. Heat vents. Oh, those things, yeah. Where's the front of it? There it is. Because I want to do like heat vents, and then I can set them up when they're at to like 0% power dependency. You can see it's like opening and closing as the thing starts using that power. That's actually kind of cool. And then we could have like, which looks like ducting coming up the back, and then a couple of those beside each other. Thinking like a block of 3. Like dunk, dunk, dunk. And then vents like that. Upside down. And I could put them like this. Is that beeping on your end? I don't hear any beeping. Unless I'm crazy. Yeah, all boats are broken right now. You gotta rebuild your boats. Let me do that. Round corner. And then I've got like this heat vent chunk. Doesn't look that bad. And then just put like catwalk or armor panels on top of it, and we're good. Right? Something like that. Or even just armor panels to the sides to make it tighter and smaller. Although I feel like I want to put not centered my OCD. You're going to be very sad about the majority of the stuff I'm going to do today then. Okay, I'm going to turn off creative mode and actually place it now that I know what I want it to look like. So this is good, 1 block away from the side. We're going to put railings along here. I want it to be an additional block over this direction. I wonder if I should just do 2 blocks back then. The reason being is I want to have the ability to have railings all along the outside. Ooh, unless I push this up to the edge and then have that off the edge there, so it's like venting off the edge. But now, I want to put it back here. I'm thinking... yeah, 100% this will be up as a VOD. You don't even go to bed. It's 4:30 a.m. Sleep. Making heat vent, heat vent, heat vent. Then we'll armor panel the outside of it. Then we'll round it into the side back of it, and then they will there's got to be a rounded plates, right? There isn't. Is it rounded plates? What? Isn't it? No! What? Line armor plates don't have rounded shapes on them. Oh, well, okay. Well, nothing I can do about that. That looks good. And this is sort of our HVAC system coming out of there. This particular building will not have any weapons on it. But there will be, like, a bunker, like, right there. And, like, right over there when I build them. And then, I'm not sure if I want catwalks all the way around or railings all the way around. Because I can't just put in half catwalks, which do look good. But if I put in catwalks, I can then attach it. I can have the catwalks come over here, and then I can have a catwalk connection, and then have a catwalk top, like across the top, which might look really good. And I do want, at some point right here, maybe, I'm not sure where, but I want the catwalk there to be a staircase down to here. So right here is going to start of a staircase going up to the roof. That. That needs construction components. And I need water. Both in the game and in real life. My daily survival needs are catching up on me. Thirsty. I can use stair, or I could use half stair here. It's the wrong stair. I don't want the mirrored one, I just want the half stairs. My favorite non-alcoholic drink. Oh man. Before I found out I was lactose intolerant, chocolate milk. But now that I know that I'm can't drink the cow stuff anymore, I'm hooped. Let's see. Where's the little half stairs? Why isn't this loading in? Oh, there it is. Don't they have like a half end? Oh! What exploded? What exploded? I guess that was a drop pod. Oh god, that frightened me for a moment there. Woo, okay. And then I guess what we'll do is we'll just go to a little half railing left here on that side, and then we can make this little, oh my god, look at that little, it's a little walkway. Oh, that's so cute. Look, it works. Oh, that tight. That's just tight. I love it when these builds start working. And that's the corner. Back to the wall. Ah, construction button. Yeah, so when it comes to like lactose intolerance and stuff like that, it seems I've picked up my, all my father's issues, because he, of course, back then, lactose intolerance and gluten intolerance, which he has, was like not really well known. And so it was just, it's irritable bowels. Like, that's like just having, this is just what, you're just going to live with it. And so he spent like 50 years eating and drinking stuff that was damaging his gut. And then at the end of it, he's just like, wait a second, so I could have just like not eaten that stuff, and I could have just been lightly sensitive to it, but not have it like right now, where if he has like if he had a bite of bread, he'd be like done. Like, he'd be out of it. And thankfully, not thankfully, I have the exact same gut as him, so gluten and lactose. But thankfully, because we know about it now, and I got it like 25 years earlier than he did, like figured out what was wrong, then I'm not like, if I have a crumb, I'm down for several days sick, like he is. I'm like, oh, I just feel a little bad. But at least I know. It's rough, but we've learned to live with our dietary restrictions. Roof! Ah, no! The one block! Oh, God. It's a good thing I brought lots of working materials. Okay. So, we have the roof in place. We got heat fence there. Yes, no beer. But besides that, I just don't drink alcohol because, I don't know, I just don't drink. It's just not my thing. And then here, I'm thinking those to cap off there. I like that. Don't think you survive without cheese. Yeah, I miss cheese. Cheese is nice. I wish I could have some cheese. I can't though, but I wish I could. You know what? I kind of wish that my tanks were one further away from the building so that I could put some strapping around this side. But oh well. It's smokestack time. I miss burritos and cheese. It's got to be my, like, go away weather. I don't want to deal with you. Just big, chonky burrito with coated in cheese. Yeah, there's you can have some lactose-free cheese. It just starts getting a little like, I have this debate with myself. It's like, do I, now that I have these dietary restrictions, do I get these substitute foods that don't taste the same that I remember? Or do I just have the memory of glorious mozza or Swiss or cheddar and just not ruin it and just be like, well, that was a past time, but I remember it, you know? All right. We gotta think about these smokestacks. I'm gonna quickly Google that. So, Space Engineers smokestacks. I need inspiration. Oh, that looks cool. As I find random stuff on my other monitor. There's like great big tall smokestacks that go red, white all the way up. What are they for? I like those. I really like the look of those. Okay. So there was that, what, pillars? No. Cylinders. Yeah, those things. Cylindrical columns. And those take aluminum. Let's go grab the aluminum. See ya! Hope you have a good day, first slug. Decorate with waifus. See, I want to figure out a way that I can do like column, like 3, 4 columns up. Oh, you don't have to give me ideas. I already have lots of ideas about waifus. I dream of waifus. Something, I think this one's here. That sort of thing. Then exhaust blocks on top of those. Then smokestack. So I'm thinking, what, 3 tall, make it go red, white, red? Or 4 tall, and then it goes white, red, effect block. And with smoke coming out of it. Or, is this going to fall if I cut this off? Nope, you're going to be space engineers, physics, and hang out. I love it when that happens. We'll grab a little bit of steel plate. And we can make a little platform for it, little thing. I want this to be a little bit bigger of a base. Oh, these things have a... Oh, nice, these things have attachment points. That's cool. Make a 3x3 with round corner. Like a... Ooh, that's a really big smokestack, though, dude. I'm not sure about that. No, it's okay. We're gonna... I want to just give it a little bit more of a base to it. Because it looked a little weak coming out of the bottom there with just the pillar thing. But this gives it like a stand, and then it smokestacks up like 4. And then we have the emitter on top. Something like that. Yeah, a nice thick base. You know, I kind of just want to see what this looks like, so I'm going to quickly pop into creative, build it, and then cut it down, just so I can see. So we'll do 4 tall, and then the emitter. And for that emitter, we're going to do... seat here so I can do this. Exhaust is going to be... We want thick smoke. Smoke. Power dependency 0, so it's always on. There we go. Intermittent white and red and orange because of federal law in the United States. Oh, that's kind of cool to know. I mean, I didn't know that before, but I will just do that because the example I found looks good. Oh, that looks cool. That does look cool. And then when the bottom's all built up, I think that'll look great. We have 4 of those going along there, all smokestacking away. make a thick exhaust chimney. Alright, let's see what a thick one looks like. So I'll do this in creative as well, just to see what it looks like. So it's going to be 3 by 3, and we'll put it here in this corner. Just quickly do some symmetry. That feels too thick. Yeah, that feels too thick for the 3 by 3. I mean, yeah, I can take the exhaust pipe and hide it in the center there. Two by 2, not 3 by 3. Right. Well, let me try that then. Bye-bye. Alright. Do 2 by 2 starting. Yeah, the smoke machine won't fit then. I mean, that does, like, the cylinder looks fine, but yeah, the smoke machine won't fit. I think the way this works is probably just going to be the best. We're just going to have the exhaust visible at the top. Unless there's some way I can camouflage it. Like, cat somehow? Age this thing? No, that looks bad. I think how we have it is probably the best, easiest for me to do because I'm not that good. It looks fine. Alright, we'll do this. So I'll cut this down, pop out of creative. Actually, wait, I can get rid of my seat. There we go. Now we're back to, haven't built anything yet. So yeah, that'll work. 1, 2, 3, 4, exhaust. And having the little bit of a base, I think, looks good. It also raises the floor, so you can see the colors from the ground. Otherwise, one of the colors would be hidden by the, just the angle. Is it there? Yeah, there's the center of the thing. And there's the center of the thing. Perfect. Clean part tubes. Oh, we do have neons. More neons to work with and stuff. The thing is, I don't work with neons at all. Clean tube. Oh! Oh! What the heck is this shit? Blade part tube? The heck? Can I put stuff on top? Oh, I can't stack them up. Oh, okay, then never mind. It's not worth it then. If I can't stack them up, there's no point. Yeah, but it's a smooth 3x3 circle, which would be better than the other ones. Excited Kanajashi noises. Yay! Happiness! That's all. Yeah, that's all of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. No, 3. 4. Failure. And then this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaust. 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 There we go. Smokestacks in place. So then they are already white here, so the second one and the top ones need to be red. There, they're already painted, ready for good. And I'm not sure about the rest of that building roof, but hey, that is way more greebling and cool stuff than I ever do. Let's see. He does some interesting stuff. He has, like, unbuilt stuff. Although I personally don't like it. Like, I don't like unbuilt stuff. For me, that looks incomplete. I like using built blocks in cool ways. Not unbuilt things. Oh, he's got little spotlights on hinges and turrets and stuff? Oh, cool. I see. Cool stuff. Yes, we need lights for these. To light them up from the bottom at night. Make them look real cool. Which, we have these spaces, so we can have, like, corner lights and stuff on here. Like that. We got components? We got components. Excellent. We have enough space on these to put down... I can put rotating lights on them, too. That's silly. Maybe not here. But, oof. We do have searchlights. Not here, not here, not here. Somewhere else. Somewhere else on this design we'll put searchlights. We'll put corner lights on each side like that. Red flashing light at the top. I like lights on each side like that. That'll get those nice and lit up. Should be able to see those from slightly different frequencies. I'm gonna do that, DF Percussion. I am gonna put those lights on ever so slightly different things so that it'll be like, oh, you know those videos you can see online where it's stuff that are like all the different like patterns and they're all slightly out of sync, and then eventually they all come through sync. They're perfectly synced for like 1 second, then they all start getting out of sync again. It's just gonna be like that. It's gonna be just like that. It's gonna be beautiful. Alright. Catwalks. I need to connect these. There we go. And then this needs railings to set off. Railing straight. And the center one's going to have ladders to it. Right? Is that how I want to do it? Oh, no, this one, there's no space for ladders there. Oh, right. It's off the edges that are going to be ladders. Nah. Ladder down. Oh. Oh man, I think I feel my allergies. They're probably gonna rear their ugly head and cause me to sneeze here at some point. Ugh. There we go. Oh, I gotta get rid of the railing across there. So, once those are all built up, you'll be able to climb up here, walk across, not fall off, and then climb down the other side. Perfection! Tube ladder? Ladder shaft? I don't know. I think that's too blocky for what this is. Like, I see this as an interior ladder. Like, this would be great inside of, like, a new boat or something like that. But I don't need to catwalk those ladders in. I mean, I actually used to, for my job, climb this kind of shit. Like, before I was a map maker, I used to climb up smokestacks to the basket up at the top, and then you'd stick in a probe. So there'd be a little port here, a little hole, and a mounting bracket. You'd put a little coupler on the bracket. You'd stick a winch system onto that. You'd hang this box that had a filter and some water to bubble the air through and stuff like that, so you can catch the organics. And you shove the thing into the smokestack, and then you have a pump there, and you're pumping water, like you're pumping air through it to see how much shit the smokestack is pushing out. And then you would take the amount of time you ran, you would go back to your lab, and you write out the report of like how much crap that was going through that smokestack at that time. And you give them like a rating, and they have to fall between, like they fall under a certain amount of particulate, a certain amount of organics per hour, essentially. And this is totally something I just climb. Like that kind of height, they'd be like, oh yeah, there's no cage around it, just climb it. It was not very safe sometimes, not very fun, but what they would typically have is I'm not sure if they have them in these ladders. If not, they should probably put it in. Is you would have these have the bars going along the sides. So let me just pop in and place this so I can look at it for a second up close. The bar would have a bar along the side. Like you could probably have it with these handrails here. So you would have a harness, and you would have two clips, and you would clip 1, 2, and then you climb up a bit, and then you would unclip one, clip it to the next section, unclip the other one, clip it to the next section, climb the next section. And so that way if you fell, you're only falling like 10 feet, and then you get caught by the section and by your harness, and therefore you don't die. But you would fall like 10 feet and then smack against the side of this like metal staircase. And like this metal ladder, but at least you wouldn't fall like 50 feet to your death. But yeah, I did that for a job. And that was, yes, and then David Campbell in the chat. I make maps. It's a much safer job than that. Do I use LiDAR? I have used LiDAR in the past, but what I do, sounds like you guys know some mapping stuff, is I work with cadastral, which, if you don't know mapping, cadastral is essentially lot lines. So, if you have your house, and you have a property line, I manage that. So I work with property lines, and if there's a new development, I put in the property lines for it, sort of thing. I'm just gonna put in there. I need to eventually move this power line, but I'll do that in the future. Your surveyor, cool. I literally use, like, survey, and then I will do coordinate geometry, COGOs, of, like, your guys' work, and then plunk it into the mapping software, ArcGIS, and then update the database, and I do that. That's my job. I do that for the BC government, which is fun. How do you get into that line of work? Go to school for it. You need to know ArcGIS, essentially. It's the industry standard. Super ultra-fast attack jet. I do want to make like an air superiority fighter at some point, because the A-10 is great, but it's kind of a stopgap. At some point, I'm gonna run out of uses for it, because its only real good use is to hover at that 1 kilometer to 1,400 meter range, and while it's traversing those 400 meters, dump as many bullets at you as possible, and then break off, because it's not a fighter. It can't fight a drone one-on-one. And then it needs to be replaced by something that has either of just a ton of guns, or missiles, or turrets on it. Yeah, my YouTube bio and my like the YouTube splash thing that I have, like the banner art, is like a catapult from Mechwarrior. I haven't played Mechwarrior in so long. I should honestly rebrand, but I feel like I should just pay somebody to do that, because I'm too lazy to. Oh yes, that could fix the A-10, make it better there. Is putting in some missiles on the A-10 so that it can, like, fight off enemy drones. Because if the A-10 had like 5 or 6 missiles, I could use those to down a few drones whenever they spawn, as I'm trying to take down an assert base. Oop, turned the wrong way. Go forward and back into position. Bonk. There we go. And I'm out of hydrogen. Used to ball them up. Alright, this ship. And large cargo. Let's clean myself out. I like the girders. I want to keep the girders. Drop off this carbon polymer and stuff. Take those construction components. Let's take this cargo container full of steel plate, and that's it. That's all the steel plate we'll take. What else do we want to grab? Take some motors from this assembler. I need some... Take these girders and tubes. Take the components. Take... Do I need electromagnets? Oh, whatever. I'll take them. And then I need aluminum plate. There we go. More aluminum plate. I mean, there's more stuff I'll need to come back for. Oh, what? Light bulbs. I need those. So I'm not looking at chat here for a second. I'm just trying to figure out what stuff I need. Glass. Wait, do windows need armored glass or just glass? It's armored windows that need armored glass. Oh, I don't know which ones I placed. I probably just want to put normal glass. I think I might have placed armored glass there. But I will just place normal glass there. That's okay. Let's go. Alright. Back to looking at chat. Truck. Drive me over to the hydrogen. I need more fuel. How long have I been streaming? Hour and 46. Nice. There we go. Reloaded. Back to the refinery. Ever considered making a waterborne aircraft carrier? 100%. There will be an aircraft carrier in this series. I will guarantee it. I 100% want to make an aircraft carrier that is capable of landing a C-130 on it. Or something at least that size. Was the cleanup going after the March flood? Oh, that was in Vancouver. That wasn't where I am. We did not get flooded because we live on a hill, so we had no issues. Oh yeah, I'm gonna build an aircraft carrier that is gonna have like a easy like a 500-meter long deck. Like it's gonna be a big ass boat. Yes, I'm Canadian. There was a question in there if I would be willing to use a craft made by a fan. I'll take a look at it. I can't guarantee that I'd use it, but I'd look at it. This was armored, right? Yeah, I used the armored one accidentally. Evening from Texas. Howdy, y'all. How's the Texas? 3x3 flat. There we go. And we should be able to let that go. Let that start building. That's covering the right area. We'll let that build. And there. Spawn. Turn that off. Good. Yeah, I don't typically live stream. It has been a long time. But it's been fun. I enjoy it. Now that Wrong Way Up is done, I'll have more opportunities to live stream. Well, when we build the arches as is. Yes. Okay, yes. I should probably check that. Where is this edge of this thing going to? Oh, it's covering off most of the arches. Well, let's cut them off. Yeah, we'll just cut them all off. Silly arches. At least I know what they're going to look like eventually. I think it was one more that it was going to hit. But I might as well cut them all off right now. Alright. Building stuff inside. Oh, you're building the door! Oh, he's building this up. Nice. I don't know if I have the computers and the wire for this. Oh, I guess I could and probably should get tools. But the thing is grinding goes so quickly, and I'm using build and repair for welding, and I'm definitely not hand drilling anymore. So the elite tools are kind of like, you know, not relevant. Yes, I will make a sign for the gas station. And I will put prices on there. And update them every so often. Just make it like hundreds of dollars per gallon. Hey! We actually had enough stuff for this. The door! It works! Yes! Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, there's no government on this planet to regulate my gas prices, so I can do whatever I want. Oh, it's starting on... Oh, it's got one of the pillars done. It's got the effect blocks at least on top. I need to get to a menu so I can change those then. Exhaust. So these are going to be stack. Power dependency is 0. Oh, I can't change them all at once. That's too bad. I got to change them one at a time. Smoke. 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 Full-on smoke for all of them. Good. Power dependency 0, so they are... Oh, they're kicking away! Oh, yeah! Look at that thing. Hell yes. That is going to look absolutely amazing when it's done. I'll have to go through and... Oh, yeah, flares and stuff. I'm not sure if that's going to happen here. But I think I might have the... Like, when I rebuild this and I make these cooler, I might make these look good and, like, have, like, an exhaust that does, like, a timer block and an exhaust block that will flare out for a couple seconds, then turn off for, like, 10 seconds. Then flare out for a couple seconds, kind of thing. So that you're looking out in the field and there's just, like, these fire flares every so often at all the drill heads kind of thing. Or should I have that back here? Because I don't think this is kind of relevant to having the smokestacks here, right? I understand where Splitsy's coming at it. And I agree to him to an extent. Like, if it's small enough scale, you don't need build and repair. Because you should just build it. But in this kind of scale, I kind of feel like you need it. Especially with the complexity of this. Where if I didn't have, like, say, the quality of life one that made it so that, like, it automatically built stuff to a quota, I simply would never be able to do this. Let's see. Oh, the vents are online. Nice. Like these heat vents, HVAC. Power dependency is 0. Up the radius a little bit. Maybe to... Oh, it's gonna look good. Obviously, it needs more. Obviously, it needs more, but I can already see myself like flying over this base and just having all this stuff going on and just being like, "Damn, that looks pretty as heck." Like I still have to get all these materials for the B&R, so. It's not like I have creative mode on and it's just building stuff for free. Internal. Can sensors trigger upon entering and exiting artificial gravity? I don't know. I don't think so. At least not that I know of how to do it. There might be some way to do it. Of course, there's the different styles. Like for Splitsy, what he likes to do with his videos is he goes and he does a great big long recording for several hours, and then he edits it down for 30 minutes or less. Where I do a bunch of off-screen work, and then I get everything set up, and then I do the cool thing on camera and just do it in one go, and then that's the video. So it's different styles. What mods am I using? In the... I can't remember... Oh god, is it in this video description? But in all of my regular videos, there's links to my workshop, and I have most of the mods that I'm currently using right now in a list there. It's just too much to list them off. The main one is like aerodynamics and water and industrial overhaul. That's the sort of the concept for this series. Ocean mods. I got most of the mod glitches figured out. It just means that I'm losing some functionality with my boats, but that's it. Long streams with too much teal. Yes. He does that too. But I'm just talking about like sort of the general edited series. Like, he will do a long recording and edit it down, where I will do a bunch of rework, prep, and then just do a recording with no edits, but it's just the highlights, because I've already set everything up to be an interesting episode, in my opinion. So like, this is the kind of stuff I would just do off camera. But I've just decided to stream it because I want your guys' input on how I can make things look pretty. Which is already starting to look amazing when it's nighttime. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, I think I need more lights. Lights every red? Get some lights. Put lights here? I think so. Components. Oh, you were out of construction components. No. But I definitely need to make those brighter. And it's hard to see the smoke at night. Oh, but those look good when those open up. I just want to have those be open constantly, but I have to figure out how to set that. Alright. It's looking good so far. Back to daytime. The bitrate does not like nighttime. Oh, I could do fire and smoke. Yeah. Let me try fire and smoke on the towers. The grid does not have a battery on it yet. It doesn't. It's the only power it's getting is through the power line pillars. But we shall see. Eventually it'll have a battery. But let's go with the smokestack and let's use fire and smoke. Oh my god, that's got a glow to it. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! Ah, that looks kind of cool. That lights up the zone. You really see the fire at night. I mean, I used to live stream Mechwarrior, but that's the past. Yeah, that looks good. We'll leave it as fire and smoke. Maybe a... I wish they had a... let's see. What do they got for options here? Fire and smoke. We can do fire and smoke small. Bad. It's a bit less like overbearing. You know what I mean? But I could totally have like a script or a timer. Can I do that with a timer block? I know that like what is it? Is it Izzy? Put out a program where you can change light colors using programmable blocks, which is very useful. And I wonder if you can do that with like the exhaust blocks too. Oh, games I can stream. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't stream very often. I'm just going to try to get back into just streaming Space Engineers for a while. Are you done? Are you out of resources? Damn, this thing's like out of resources. It's got a little bit of like motors and stuff in it, but god damn. We are out of steel plate. Let's go back and get another load. I love this vehicle. So helpful. I don't know what else I could want to play on stream. That's the thing, is majority of the time when I'm playing stuff, I just want to like... Ah, whoa. Heck? Oh, I drove by a unknown signal. I just got the beep in my ear all of a sudden. Hi, unknown signal. How are you? Oh, there's your button. Come on, give me your button. Thank you. pajama drill. Do I really need this? Some cucumbers. Game is blurry. I don't know. It's I got 8,000 kilobytes going out. 60 FPS. I'm not sure if that's enough. Again, I don't stream very often. Does this... does have a small battery. I could get this small battery. But honestly, it's not worth it. I could use the grind mode on this. Let's see. Build and repair. Grind if well gets stuck. Hey, there we go. Yeah, salvage that thing. Oh, the rain might not be good for the bit rate either. Whether remove it. Don't have all that little bits to update. Good. Oh, thank you, Build and Repair, for making such an easy process. There we go. And put those Build and Repairs back to... well done. Because I don't want them to accidentally grind stuff down. Harrier would actually be kind of easy to make. In this game, at least. Because you just have a thruster pointing downwards and then, like, hinge it or rotor it backwards. Then once it's in the different positions, just lock it. Wouldn't actually be that hard to make. Compared to building in real life where you have to worry about, like, balance. Which is going to be my next season after this. I'm going to add in the realistic thrusters mod, so you have to actually balance your craft based on your center of gravity. That's going to be fun. It's hard to drive while going backwards. What are my computer specs? My specs are in my descriptions, aren't they? I think if you go to one of my YouTube videos and look in the description, there should be my, like, the important gaming specs. I'm not sure exactly, like, what model my motherboard is and stuff like that, but at least the, like, what graphics card and what CPU and stuff are there. Oh, my doggy is here and she's licking my toes. Yay! Thank you, doggy. Oh, such a nice visit. Oh, yes, you want to lick my toes, don't you? Good girl. Another 3,000 steel. Hi, girl. He's a good doggy. There we go. Yeah. Construction components. Can we see her, good girl? Oh, she's all over my Discord. There's a the pet section, and I post her in there. I also post pictures of her on my Twitter. Same name as here. Some more aluminum, because we need that. What are we missing? Missing small steel tubes. Those go quickly. We'll take a little bit more large steel tubes, and we'll take some more girders. And I think that's all we need. We didn't go through our motors. I don't think there's anything else we really need at the moment. We went through all of our glass, though. She just yawned in the other room. She's like, whoa. Such a cute puppy. Speaking of the cute puppy, we're at, what, 2 hours and 11 minutes? I'll probably go for a little bit longer here, working on this. And then I need to go and play with her before bedtime. Take her for a walk. And she's staring at me longingly from the other room. Wanting to play. Yes. Yes, you do. If I drive into a tree, it's because I'm looking at my dog right now. Oh, yes, you're a cute girl. Don't give me those big brown eyes. I know you're bored. I'm gonna play with you soon. So this is the problem with streaming nowadays. I got a dog that wants to occupy all my time, staring at me as I'm sitting here trying to play, and I feel guilty. Oh, big stretch. Good girl. Oh, almost hit. Oh, I hit that tree. Clipped it. It's all your fault, Sasha. Maybe hit the tree. Oh, she's found her monkey. She's got a stuffed monkey. We got a plushie. And it's one of her favorite toys. She grabbed it. And now she's playing with that. She'll be occupied for the next while. Park. And that should be in the build range. Perfect. What do these things take anyway? Aluminum construction components, yeah. Hey, not bad. It's a good girl. You know, German Shepherds are typically referred to as GSDs, like German Shepherd dog. But I like to say that Sasha is a GSD. She's a good Sasha doggy. Love your videos. Your oil build reminds me of your moon base a little. With all the pipes. Oh, yeah, man. But I am getting better at building stuff, I have to say. This is probably my most detailed and greebled building I've ever made. Like, so... Like, this one over here is decent, but it's kind of just photocopy, you know what I mean? Like, it's just copied back. It's the same module over and over again. Where this one up here is starting to really look like an interesting, unique building. Build out the arches. Probably. Well, I'll probably just need to do that myself at some point. Oh, she's staring at me and barking now. Crazy dog. She gave me a woof. She's voicing her displeasure. The fact that I'm not playing with her. I don't know, guys. My dog's telling me to get off the computer. I might have to go. What else do I need here? Make this slightly larger. Oh, if she needs to go outside to, like, use the washroom, we have a thing for that. Like, she is to go to the back door and punch it. And she is not doing that. She's staring at me and whimpering, which means play. We have... Me and this dog can speak to each other, even though we are different species. We speak each other's language. Ah, yes, there we go. Oh, Splissy doesn't need to play in this this world. Splissy just needs to come and look at this world. And I'm contemplating... Oh, I'll just put railings on this. I don't need to put catwalk here. I'll just put railings along the outside. Any components. Oh, now. Now that was a whimper to go outside. I can hear that. 1 second. I do know my animal well. Like, there was, like, we speak to each other. Like, for example, just now, a puppy whipped. Yeah, pretty much. Like, when she was looking at me, her whimper was, "Arr!" Like, "Arr!" going down. And that was, like, the annoyance whimper. When she wanted to go outside, it was, "Arr!" They went up instead of going down at the end, and that was like the "get over here, I'm gonna piss the carpet" sort of thing. Oh, this looks good. I'm gonna have to work on the interiors here on another stream probably, but come up here. We want, say, 2x3 windows up here. Does that just get rid of the same thing from the bar? Probably. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to put in lights at some point, somewhere here. I want this to come forward. I don't like when it's, What did he do? What did he do up here? Did he even have windows up there? He didn't. He just had catwalk and shit. He had, like, little vent window there. I don't like that. I want to make some windows along there. I want a catwalk, probably. Even just graded half walk like that. Just to give me a mounting point. There's some girders. To put a window out there. So that when you're in here, you got nice big 2x3 windows along the top there. Oh, what to do here? I'll have to do... Because then that's going to hang down to the doorway. I'll have to do it up here as well. And just do it up there on that side. Could you not just invert the window? Yeah, I can. I'm a dumb fuck. That's why I didn't think of it. This is why I have chat with me, because I don't even think of the this super easiest concepts of like inverting a damn window, and I lost all these materials. I'm a dumbass. Damn it. Oh well. You can see why I do a lot of my stuff off stream, and I just have like really limited stuff on like edited videos because I do dumbassness. like that. Yes, it does add greeble, but I want to do different greeble now that I don't have to worry about having connections there. I can do different cool stuff in here. Because we also have to remember that some of that points that I put down wouldn't have worked. Or, well, I think actually they would have worked. Oh, whatever. It would have worked out in the end. Ah. What is he still played here? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go about 10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna go play with my dog. Just so you guys know. We'll do 2.5 hours stream. Ugh. My nose wants to die from allergies. Oh, crap. I just had a massive sneeze. Oh. Ah. You feel another one coming, too. Oh. I didn't get time to mute the mic that time. Yay for allergens! I'm dying here. Is this sound right? Yeah. Is it? Ah! Ah! I'm making all sorts of weird noises. This is gonna be a clipper paradise. It's just the spring, man. I don't know what about the spring. I don't know what tree or grass in the area just makes me absolutely destroyed. I cannot function for like a month in the spring. I will once I'm done the stream. We have like 15 minutes left. I can push through. I'll survive. Block. Nice. Yeah, those beams coming out is going to be way better. And then we've got this coming up here. Oh! I know what I can do. I wonder if I can make this work. I wonder if I can make... Oh, I need to get construction components, but... I wonder if I can make a walkway over to the other side work at that point. I got 10 of them. That's not enough. 23, good enough to experiment with. Because I have the half walk coming up. We are actually over the center, which makes nice, cool symmetry stuff. So we got the whole graded catwalk. We don't want the straight one, not the corner one. There's this one that has the small gap in it. Half right. That's not what we want. We can do a wall here. And then we can do a railing here. and do a half railing there to close that off. There we go. That's how we can do it. Then from here, we just do a normal cat. That. And then we just do catwalk straight all the way across. Bada boom. I mean, it's a little annoying that that doesn't line up properly, but it works. And we can have the half stairs down this way. And unless you're looking for it, if you're just passing by real quick, you wouldn't even notice it. I didn't even walk down the stairs. I just flew down those stairs. Very nice. Oh, that sucks. You've got a lot of pain in your back right now. Is it refueling anymore? Are you? You have to put rails on the outside and they will match. Right. Well, I could do that. Do the walls. And then on this side we have rails. Oh, the only thing it doesn't match is here, but that's much less noticeable than having these mismatch. That's nice. Built up quite nicely there. Oh, I hear my dog. 1 second. Right back. Nope, that was a bait bark. That was her barking to say come outside instead of the barking for me to want to... She wants to come inside. She wants me to come out and play with her. Because I open the door and she just looks at me and then runs off. Alright. Well, I am going to very quickly jump into here so I can turn the building repairs off. Yep. Then I can pop into creative to get rid of those. So I can have a nice picture here without those in the background. And while I think that's going to be it for today, we got 2.5 hours in. We did some good progress. We did take this thing from essentially a empty frame, and we've got some windows, and we've got some smokestacks, although they're mostly built, and we got some good stuff here. We have a plan of what we're going to do for the arches. I just need to finish that off, and I think this is looking good. I'm sorry you just caught the end, but you can go back and watch the full thing. There's a VOD of it. I'm going to do this more. I want to do Sunday night streams as like a, you know, do the chores, do the wrap up for the week sort of thing. And then during the week have an episode of something. Which I think this week is building a fuel truck so that I can fuel up my planes without having to land them here anymore. Essentially, take this thing, copy it, replace the cargo with gas tanks, and then put something like this boom arm on it so that I can just drive up to the various planes and plug it in. That'll be it. So I'll thank you guys for coming out, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.